The slave ships stopped in the West Indies and left the strong ones and brought the weaker ones over here, which is a lie. Which proves we have no knowledge of how the slave trade operates. Why don't you know enough about your history to know how this trade operated? After the American Yankee Clipper outran the British man of war, and slavery was a New England business, not a Southern business. The Southerners bought their slaves from the New Englander. After that, American ships went straight to Africa, picked up the slaves, and came straight back to the United States. You cannot separate slaves based on who was brave and who was not brave. The slave revolts in the Caribbean islands were more successful, had nothing to do with bravery. It had to do with an incident in history which neither one of us had anything to do with. The maintenance of culture continuity. Slaves, buyers in the Caribbean bought in large lots and kept the lots together. They thought they could work them better that way, but they forgot they could revolt better that way. In the Caribbean islands, the slave in the house related to the slaves in the field. In the United States, because they bought in small lots and broke them up, the slave in the house had no relationship to the slave in the field, and the slave in the house would betray the slave in the field. This had nothing to do with bravery. It has to do with culture continuity. There are good books on the subject by fine Caribbean writers, especially Edward Williams and C.L.R. James.